Hello, I'm Jenny Fern and welcome to my library. I am a chaotic neutral mechanical engineer who's really into permaculture and wants to talk about books. The groans. The groans are a great way to start. Oh my god. So let's talk about books. No. I just got this notebook and this little pen thing. These were my stocking stuffers. Isn't that cool? Why are we here today? We're here to talk about the 2024 Buzzwordathon from Books and Lala. Kayla put together a list of prompt words based on like the titles of books for you to read each month. I'm really considering this as maybe a January TBR because I pulled these books from my shelf and I got really excited about it. I also have footage of me selecting these books, so I'll probably intersperse that in here as well. So the first prompt, January, is there, and there. Something that actually has to be in the title of the book, and I didn't have anything on my shelves that fit this. The first category is there, and I can't find a single book on my shelf with there. I went and asked ChatGPT for a recommendation. I got There Is No Dog by Meg Rossif as the recommendation that I selected from for a book with there in the title. So I'll have to get that from the library or something because I don't own it. Number 2 of February, positive words. So I went with a book that I've wanted to read for such a long time, kind of similar to Babbitt in the way that it makes me feel, and that's The Loved One. The positive word in this title is loved. I also selected this book, The Gift of the Deer, with the positive word being gift, and this is by Helen Hoover. March is character names, and I picked up a book that I am not that excited to read right now, but I've had it for such a long time, and when I was a teenager, I was really excited about that, and that's Polly by Amy Bryant. Polly is the main character of this book as far as I understand. I also selected a book that I'm kind of embarrassed about for some reason, and that's Abigail Adams, An American Woman, with Abigail Adams being the character. In April, we have the theme of nature, and the explanation for the theme was Earth Day is in April. So I decided to choose books with Earth in the title. Inheritors of Earth by Gordon Eklund and Paul Anderson. It has this crazy cover art and it just seems like something that I will have a blast with. Then I have The Symbiotic Planet. So symbiotic is a natural word and planet as well, and that's by Lynn Margolis. I have been really excited to read this since I picked this up at a thrift store earlier in the year. And the third and final Earth book I have is Earthlings by Sayaka Murata. I really enjoyed Convenience Store Woman, so I'm really excited to read this other novel by the same author. I don't know anything about it. I don't know what it's about at all, but I'm excited about it. For May, we have another quote prompt, and that's every. So every has to be in the title. And from this, I looked at a TBR list that I had and selected Every Falling Star by Sungju Lee. I don't know anything about this book at all. June, we have the prompt repeating words. I think an ideal book for this prompt would be one that has like what is it, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, something like that. I don't have that. I have this, which is across the river and into the trees. So this is what I found for that. I have been wanting to read this. It is set in Venice. The next prompt is measurement, and Kayla goes through a bunch of examples for what she considers could be like measurement words, and I think these are okay. It seems like a relatively loose category. I have Long After Midnight by Ray Bradbury. So there's long for like a distance measurement and also time measurement, and then midnight for also a time measurement. This is a collection of short stories, I'm pretty sure, and I've never read any of them. And then The Hot Zone, so hot as like a measure of temperature. This is by Richard Preston, and this is about the spread of infectious diseases. The next prompt for August is like, also in quotes. So it needs to be in the title of the book. I didn't find anything on my to-read shelves that had that. And I can think of a really great Asimov, The Stars Like Dust, but I can't think of anything that I haven't read on these shelves over here. But I looked at my list, my TBR list, and found Sparks Like Stars by Nadia Hashimi. So I have to see if that's available at my library as well. The prompt for September is senses, and I picked The Shining because The Shining's a sense, right? And I also had a glance at the books in my little free library, and I picked up The Scent of Jasmine by Jude Devereaux. So The Scent. And it's also a large font romance. So the next prompt is for October, and it's relationships, like familial relationships or girlfriend, boyfriend, that kind of thing. Oh, here it is. So for the relationships one, I have Hitler's Niece, Alan-Darka's Children. So I have Hitler's Niece by Ron Hansen. I've had this book for a long time. I picked it up at a thrift store quite a while ago, and I've never picked it up. I also have Alan-Darka's Children by, don't know if this is correct at all, but Alhird Bakarovic. This is a translated book. I picked this up at a real bookstore, not a thrift store, and I really picked it up because I loved the cover and I loved the spine. So I just thought I would grab it. I bought this about a year ago, and the key word there is children. For November, the word is only. That has to appear in the title, and I selected from my TBR list The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. And lastly, for December, the prompt is holiday words, which could be very, very broad. So let's try. This one's jumping out at me. Silent World, like Silent Night. I think I'm gonna count that one because I've been wanting to read this. I could even really do Stellar because, oh, God. And I picked out Silent World by Jacques Cousteau because of silent. Kayla also said that that could be pretty a loose interpretation. So those are the books that I picked out for the Buzzwordathon. I've never participated in this before, but I love like a word-based, inspiring prompt list. So I'm excited. There are some of these books that I'm really, really excited to read. As of today, the ones that I'm most excited to read are The Loved One, Inheritors of Earth, Silent World, Across the River and Into the Trees, although I'm currently reading this and I'm not 100% enjoying it, Earthlings, and The Gift of the Deer. Let me know if you're participating in Buzzwordathon, and if you are, what you think you're planning on reading, at least for the first month. And let me know if you've read any of these books and enjoyed any of these books. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you again soon.